Okay, this is another example of the probability of at least one from section 4.3. This was in the handout. So in the handout that I gave you, it's the one in the middle from this one right here. This page. Okay. It says employee needs to call her colleagues at home. Assume that 5 colleagues are randomly selected from a population in which 28% have landlines. Find the probability that at least one of the 5 do not have a landline. Okay, so I just wrote it here. At least one does not have a landline. So the complement of at least one is none. So the complement of at least one do not have a landline would be none don't have a landline. That sounds really funny, but I didn't know how to write it. Just squeezed it in this little spot here. So none of them have a landline. None of them don't have a landline, which means the same thing as all have landlines. So it's kind of like a double negative. I apologize. It's not like the wording isn't the best, but that's what we're trying to look at here. So if 0 of them don't have a landline, that means all of them have landlines. Okay, so they say 28% have a landline. So I'm going to put the L1 being the first of the 5 has a landline, L2 is the second one has a landline, and so forth. There's 5 of them all together. So we're going to multiply these together. Each probably a person has a landline is 0.28. So probably the first one has a landline is 0.28. The second one is the same thing, and we multiply them out. So that's the same thing as 1 minus 0.28 to the 5th. And if you simplify that, you get like 0.998 if you round.